So it's been a while since I've actually talked about Kabanari of the Iron Fortress. The anime is now slowly approaching us, and there's been a bunch of previews, visuals, and a lot of stuff going on, even hearing like the ending theme right now. So I'm going to pretty much talk a little bit about some of the news that's been kind of going on with Kabanari, and this kind of video talking about the preview itself. And kind of why I'm actually so excited for. I know there was a lot of very mixed controversy about the show. It's like, oh my god, you know, just Attack on Titan 2.0 trains, like what the fuck, like is going on? So I'm going to talk about some of the news that we do. Okay, so this is kind of old news, so I'll get this one out with first. That Amazon Prime is actually going to be the way how you're going to be actually able to watch this show, unless you do it by different methods. Now we don't know if it's actually got like confirmed if like any other kind of site is going to be doing it. We don't know as of yet if there's going to be a certain site like Crunchyroll that's going to actually stream the series as well. Very interesting move actually. This is like one of the first few times I've heard a anime series kind of premiering on Amazon Prime. I personally don't use the service at all, like with their kind of rent service. I just kind of like go in there, just get my stuff, get out, order my anime, manga, whatever I need on there. That's how I simply go with it. Other than that, I am kind of curious. I do know a lot of people use the service actually as well, so I am curious to see what actually like their services are going to be, and like kind of the quality that they're going to be bringing out on it, and kind of the time that they're going to be bringing out in the anime as well. As long as they're on kind of the same timeline as like Crunchyroll, kind of like an hour, maybe an hour or two kind of after it airs, not like a week or two afterwards, I'll be fine. Although for a more casual audience, that'll be fine. Next is the actual anime preview that came out recently. It was like about a minute and like half long, and we got to hear the ending theme, which is actually being done by one of my favorite people from last year, like Ima, who actually did Brave Shine, the Fate Stay Unlimited Blade Works opening 2 video. That is just, oh, that is such a beautiful, like, I mean, like, she's done, like, Brave Shine, she's done a bunch of, like, Fate Stay, like, openings, and no one can deny it. Say what you want about, like, Fate's material, like, none of you are going to deny that Brave Shine is an absolute amazing opening. That thing is amazing, and I absolutely love it. It's a beautiful song, and from what we hear from a bit of the ending, I actually kind of like what we're hearing about it. I kind of want to curious about what the openings mean, but one of the things I was very much impressed with, obviously this is going to be coming from Studio Wit themselves, is that holy crap, does the animation look on point with this thing. And you get to see like all the characters flying around, like going against these weird like monsters, and I was kind of like surprised, like I was thinking like, oh, they're more Titans, but they seem like more like kind of zombies, like this human-sized ones. I was actually kind of curious about that, and like they're fighting it as they're like on the train. It's just such dynamic kind of camera angles that they got. Animation looks great, and they also have like as well fight the art style, not for the entirety of it, but one of the things I definitely did like about it is that they had this very unique kind of hand drawn, like you could definitely see it on like kind of the characters' faces at like certain parts of it. It felt very hand drawn, and I love that animation. That's kind of stuff that we had been lacking for a while now in the animation, because they kind of moved to like, you know, CG, and they kind of moved back to like go 3D, like working on that. So I definitely do like that. Like, I still think one of the best looking movies is there, which is like, I still think Red Line is personally one of my favorite looking movies, next to like Fate Zero as well, as absolute stunner. It's absolute looker, even being made in like 2013. Even with Fate Zero being made like a couple of years ago, like that still remains very beautiful. And also as well, Kara no Kyokai as well, just a beautiful movie altogether. There's a lot of great looking material, even that is aged very well. Like, I could go on about how many other movies look great, like the Ghibli movies and any other kind of stuff that looks great and is aged well. But concerning on animation-wise, we've like got no doubt on Studio Wit that they're definitely going to be like making an absolute astounding series. It's got everyone else from Attack on Titan like directed, all of them. So I am kind of curious how this is going to turn out. It's definitely going for that dark, nitty-gritty. I will say one thing from the preview from it. It definitely looks like the characters are going to be more likable, or more, they're gonna have more of the characterization than actually in Attack on Titan. That was one of the biggest weakest thing about season 1, is that the characters aren't exactly anything too special. I mean, you got Mikasa and Levi, like badasses, like, but like, come on, like no one really remembered Eren too much to being the cool guy. He was just kind of the typical main character that just wanted to kill the Titan. So I'm really hoping for like the main character, who seems to have like the glasses on. Like, I'm really hoping that he's gonna have something really interesting, and he seems to fight with a pile bunker. I'm sorry, but that is fucking awesome. How many people fight with pile bunkers apart from mechs? Overall, I think Kabanari is going to be a great show. I am very looking forward to it. I have got my concerns about it. Like, I feel like everything's in the right, you know, everything's fine. You got the music, you got the animation, you got everything is fine. We just got to see please don't be too much like Attack on Titan 2.0. I really want you to throw some curveballs, maybe learn from that series, as like do your own thing, or like maybe it could be their own way of saying like, hey, this is what we kind of want to do, like, or this is how we think Attack on Titan could have ended, or like this is what we'd like with those certain elements. And I think that's a very clever idea in a way. Overall, I've pretty much talked about everything that you can really with this series up to this point. We're just gonna have to wait and watch it. I am goddamn excited to watch this, so look forward to it when it comes out. I will definitely be talking about the first episode, and I'll probably let you know in my social media on Twitter down below that there probably will be other streaming services. For now, we already know that Amazon Prime is one of the ones that you can get it from. I'm hoping that somewhere else can get it, maybe like Funimation, maybe Crunchyroll, maybe some other kind of streaming site. We'll have to wait and see. That's all from me, everyone. So I've been Savagezweipanda, so thank you very much for watching as always. And you're looking forward to Kabanari, then let me know in the comment section down below, because I think this is going to be a very interesting one. It's definitely going to turn some heads in a positive or negative way if like it fails or it does really better than expectations. That's all from me, so thank you very much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time.